Yo guys, what's good? As here once again with another Illusion Connect video, and as you can see from the thumbnail, we're talking about what to do when you're stuck. What I mean with that is you just cannot meaningfully progress. A lot of the times this happens right before you actually get to the stages where you can do the more obvious upgrades, like level up your heroes to the next stage. Maybe you were just not at the necessarily level requirement. Usually those can come in 5 steps, or you don't have the material to level up your heroes to the next step. For example, for me, I now need to go into 11 of the collapse to actually gain all the tokens to make my heroes purple to gain access to 100. And let's say I would be stuck because you need a lot of stars for those areas. So this can create a situation where you don't really know what to do. You might just not progress in any sort of meaningful way. So the obvious choices are usually level up your partners, summon more, level up your leader, what the game tells you to do. However, what the game doesn't tell you to do is upgrading weapons. Weapons is one of the most important things in the game. Actually, not only weapons, but the entire gear set. So let's take Pan for example, right? She is a pretty good equipped hero. Not everything is leveled up where it should be, because again, I need to progress a little bit further to upgrade them to a higher stage. And I will just show you the differences. One with no crit, one with crit, all in the same level. It's 1125. Just repeatable. Once I show it with this weapon equipped, you can see there's an attribute boost of 2220 attack and 6% crit rate. And yeah, the differences are quite vast in my opinion. Like something like a 30,000 crit is nothing to sneeze at, especially once you're getting into the one-shot range of either certain mobs, or when you can just prepare the boss to just have exactly this threshold of HP where you can just go in with Pan and kill it. And that brings me to the next step. A lot of you might just simply play on auto a lot of the times, and you might not realize that there's a lot of different ways where you can either optimize what the AI is doing or simply cheese some scenarios. So let's just go into one stage that I haven't done yet. This one, I will try to cheese it. And what I mean with that is, for example, going in with a Pan, or something similar like a Maki that could hit really hard. Those would be optimal choices if you have them. Beatrice is also a pretty good hero to clear the front lines out. I'm not really getting lucky with my draws here. So I don't think that will work. So oh, Beatrice survived. No, she dead anyway. So that was the right call to not call Pan already out. And yeah, when you're like close to a stage like this, 125,000, there's 71,000 on a non-crit. And then you might be able to do some more cheese Let me get my Angela out and hopefully revive my Beatrice, and my Beatrice can finish that off. Oh, that... Come on, Beatrice. You need to do stuff. Ah, it's fine that way. So that wasn't really a cheese, that was a regular battle, but I hope you get the point from the previous pan example that I showed you, where I only go in with basically 2 heroes and clap it out. This should always be your motivation when going in. A lot of times I just play the game instead of running it on auto, and I do that. I edit my lineup, and when I want to finish a stage, I actually don't have my full team in here. When I want to definitely cheese a stage, I probably will go with something like this, and this would allow me to actually, I would probably run this. This would allow me to react when they deploy a lot of units that I need to clear out with AoE, or if there is the room to spare where I can just go in with my 2 assassins and clear them out. There's a fun interaction where you can let your Gemi die. She gets revived by Amon, and her death counter resets. So this is something that is a little bit difficult to understand, where you don't go in with a full team and actually reduce the team members to increase the chances of getting the perfect draw. In an optimal case, you just go in with 4 heroes to exactly know what to draw at any point of time, but most of us are not at a stage where we have heroes that would allow this kind of behavior and still progress in the content. You should always make sure that your leader is suited towards your team. If your leader is not working, or if the effect is not good, so here for example, I can't properly gain a lot of these skills, so I take the one that is the best for me, which would be in this case these 15%, because yeah, 15% is better than 12, and if I can get one of those, that would be good. So here I don't have her built yet, but this would basically give me another damage against enemy leader and initial card cost, which is pretty sick, which allows you to just do more of that cheese. So this could be a team that you could think of as a cheese team. Sometimes this is not enough. Sometimes you just can't cheese the things. And as mentioned, it is super important to upgrade your gear. It can change from simply not being able to beat a stage to just nuking it out. And you should focus on maybe 5 or 6 units that you really want to push. Make sure that at least they get upgrades for their gear. If you have duplicates like I do, I have tons of duplicates, sometimes even for gear, SSR equipment, and I might fuse that early on, not sure yet, but definitely for like stuff like this, fuse it early and focus on 5 or 6 characters to make sure that your progress is optimal. The more you spread out, the least success you will have quickly. In the long run, You want to have very diverse teams to be able to react to things quickly, but yeah, in the beginning, definitely make sure you have a focused target group. So if you're still getting stuck and there is nothing to do, you want to summon, you don't have crystals left, and in general you don't know what to do, make sure to always participate in your guild contribution. Just contribute gold if you don't have the crystals, and don't forget that you can gain these summons as well. Same uh, with the contribution. The gnosis comes from the illusion corridor, and then your honor points as well. They can definitely give you some helpful things along the way that just give you some cool things. So here, more new cool gear, actually a pretty awesome piece. So yeah, this is pretty good on Diane, and that's actually her item. And yeah, don't forget that you can do these. You might ignore the arena a little bit early on because it comes so late in the game that it takes a little while to get used to it. And don't forget that you can just fast battle it out, and you might win, you might not win. If you don't win, don't worry, it doesn't cost anything. Just do the manual battle, the fast challenge again and again. I'm facing currently too many like heavy Sork teams that I have trouble with because my teams are not set up for that, and I'm too lazy to actually change them. Can I win something? Oh my god, this is embarrassing. Not even 3 wins. There we go. Yeah, and like this is what I usually do when I have like no stamina left. I just go in here and go through the fast challenge on the train. I do that quite a lot, and if I don't progress here, I rarely do manual battles unless I really feel like it, and I just do it on the counter where I try to get to 6. If not, then I just skip it. Platinum League is hard. It's definitely not easy. The teams get so strong. One of the last things that you should keep in mind is do the Arcana. I did a video about the Arcana and like my mistakes and what you could like learn from it. Don't let your token sit. Do it at least once a day. Get your Gnosis shards to summon some more and get some experience with less common heroes or heroes that you don't have, heroes that you might not use, especially some of the 4 and 3-star units that can get forgotten. So now we're coming to the last piece of advice that I would like to give you, and that has to do with 3 stars and 4 stars, or SRs and Rs. You see, I have quite a lot of SSR characters. I'm mostly free to, like, not mostly free to play. I'm a very low spender. I only have bought the monthly package and the $1 package. Like not the monthly package, the $14 one where you get things forever. So only those 2. So I spent $16 on the game. Very low for my typical spending habits. And as you can see, I still got like those 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I have 10 SSR characters. I almost have every SR character. I think just a couple are missing. And once you get to that stage, you might start to run into either the problem or benefit that you have tons upon tons of duplicates. Use them. Don't let them sit around and try to hope that you might get a duplicate Gammy or a duplicate, I don't know, Vivian. Don't hope for that. This can come, this might not come. As you can see, I have quite a few 5-star SR characters, and I'm building up more. Amon, I'm just shy of 5 pieces. Dikia, I'm just shy of 40 pieces, so I need to get at least 1 duplicate more, so that's not too close. But I think Gigi was not too far off. Oh no. Okay, so Amon is definitely the next one that I'm working towards. And there is a couple more. Saya we will get quite soon automatically to 5-star with the next couple of days of progress. And yeah, don't sleep on some of the 4-stars. I use Sachiko quite often. I use Mei quite often because she works well in the teams that I use, where I basically try to nuke some low target units out, especially with the crit. Helps a lot. Like, I'm very focused on that, and yeah, I'm building Amon and Gigi up next. Gigi for the bonus that I get, and because she just stacks up so much. You can see this is crazy, and this thing deals so much damage. So she and Amon, they will replace some people in my team. I might replace Phoebe in the long term because she's falling off or behind my other units that are getting 5-starred. This is something you definitely should do. Level up your 4-star units, enhance them. Don't sit on them and hope that somehow magically you will get all the SSRs and progress. Very long term, you will get your 6-star Miyuki, you will get your 6-star Kiraya or whatever you have. But early on, SR characters are where it's at. Like 5-star characters, they do so much for you. Like Beatrice is one of the heaviest hitters I have, just because she has 5 stars, and you can see like the grade 3 goes from 285. Then for each enemy that is light, heal or guardian, increase HP when joining the battle. Pretty cool. 30% chance to stun the target. Awesome. And then chance to use special skill 15% up. Increased attack. Increased HP. This is definitely nothing you should just sneeze at. Really important. Stat wise, if you compare her, like 8700, 3400 HP, 1700, and then with Miyuki, you can see quite similar in stats. Miyuki has a little bit better gear here, so that's where that's coming from in comparison, but very similar. So this can basically wreck targets, especially like with a 355 multiplier in comparison to a 270. Like this goes up, but if you just need raw damage, this might be better for you in the long run. Alright, so I don't want to keep you any longer. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like, leave a comment, let me know if you have some tips and tricks how to get unstuck over time. If you like the content, subscribe to the channel, helps me out massively, and I will see you in the next one. Until then, enjoy the grind.